Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 is going to take us to around the 11th of July. We'll be able to extend out beyond that. We extended GFS and ECM ensembles over into around a couple of weeks. So basically we go through the first half of July with this video update. I'll get on that for you very shortly. Just say that the 5-day forecast has been released, so that's having a look at weather in detail for the next 5 days. There'll be an unsettled, quite changeable 5 days coming up, but not total unsettled weather, particularly more southern areas. So there will be dry conditions over the weekend. Have a look at 5-day forecast to see what's going on. We're live streaming from 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7. We're going to have our Wednesday evening live stream, so we'll check in, see how we're all doing. We're going to have a look at 12Z, and we'll have a look at the ECMWF weeks 5 and 6 temperature and precipitation anomalies as well. That should be a pretty interesting live stream from 6 o'clock. Terry Scully's July forecast will be released a little bit later on this evening at GavsWeatherVids.com as well. So lots of content today. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to say hello and thank you so much to our latest GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel member. So channel members are still going up. We've got 39 channel members at the moment, just short of 14. So thank you so much to Downstairs Dave, our latest channel member, Downstairs Dave. Thank you so much, Downstairs Dave, for becoming our latest channel member. That's amazing. If you'd like to become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids, all you need to do is come to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube homepage, click the join button. It's also with all of the videos as well. It takes you to another page where you can then see what benefits you get for becoming a channel member, and you can sign up on that page as well. Thank you so much to all of our channel members. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to all our patrons, all of our donors as well. It's phenomenal what you've done for GavsWeatherVids, and particularly thank you to Downstairs Dave for becoming a GavsWeatherVids channel member. Got more channel members to shout out, so yes, more in the next few days. Now, the subs are getting very, very exciting. The GavsWeatherVids subscriber count is now at 6,990. So we are just short of our 7,000 subscriber target. I said we'd set the target for the end of summer. It looks like we're going to do it in the opening day or so of July. Whether we do it today or tomorrow, I think we'll do it quite soon now. So if you aren't subbed to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel, all you need to do is come to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel and subscribe. Enable all notifications. You will be notified then when we are live streaming and releasing content. Thank you so much, everybody who's subscribed over the past few weeks. We've put on over 300 subscribers during June. Been a phenomenal month. And yeah, just a big thank you to each and every one of you. Still got a little way to go to get 7K. When we get 7K during our live stream, it's possible we might hit 7K in the live stream at 6. That would be very exciting if we did. We're certainly not all that far away from it now. So a big, big thank you to all of you, each and every one of you, for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, then please do so. Tell your friends to subscribe as well. And we're going to hit that 7K target very, very soon. Right, let's go on video then. Going to start with central temperature. So the CET for June is in. This at GavsWeatherVids.com. We'll scroll down through the centuries and the decades. And we come to 2020, current year. Central temperature for 2020 for June, standing at 15.3. So that's around 1 degree above the 81 to 2010 and nearly 1.5 degrees above the 61 to 1990 average. It has been a warm start to the summer. A lot of that happened in the last week or so of the month, of course. Only the warmest June since 2018, though 2018 actually had a warmer June at 16.1. So it's only been the warmest June for 2 years. Nevertheless, a warm start to the summer. Things certainly a lot cooler, though, for the beginning of July. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks at London and our wetter central today. So red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're starting off a bit below average at the moment. Temperature temperatures are having a bit of a struggle. They're going to lift up over the weekend. It will become warmer for a time over the weekend. Then early next week, temperature does a little bit of a drop once again. Moving up towards the middle part of July, this period just here, do have quite a bit of scatter, but we are seeing a few hot outliers beginning to appear. So yes, there are a few hot outliers turning up. Some of these ensemble members get up to around 15 degrees at 850 HPA. We have got one or two, but again, quite close to 20 degrees at 850 HPA. That's very hot air. They're outliers at the moment, but sometimes our warmest spells do start off like this, with just a few ensemble members picking up on an increasing temperature. So that's the middle of July. It's a very long way out. It's a very, very long way out indeed. It's around 2 weeks away. And we'll have to see about that. But more reliably, in like the next week to 10 days, overall temperatures do look a little bit disappointing. Although there will be a warm-up over the weekend down in the south to the start of next week. But generally, temperatures do look a little bit disappointing, I have to say, for next week, 10 days. Precipitation-wise for London, reasonable amount of dry weather for the next couple of days. Turns a bit more unsettled as we're moving towards the weekend. And then next week, some showery bursts coming through. But the emphasis for London is probably on quite a lot of dry weather. Around the middle part of the month, maybe going a bit more unsettled as it's warming up. So that could be hinting the chance of a bit of thunder, maybe. Temperature anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of July. Overall, a little bit below average. Going to be rather cooler than average week coming up. Precipitation anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of July. Wet and average for the north. Nil precipitation down in the south. This is the latest in terms of wind flow and direction from earthnullschool.net. So we remained under a trough of low pressure, essentially. So yes, we've got a trough of low pressure sitting over the country just here, where we've got these light winds. And around the northern and western side of this low pressure, we're bringing the air down from the north, then in from the Atlantic. So the reason the temperatures are depressed is that there's actually a northerly component to the air mass at the moment. And yeah, it just looks rather cool and unsettled. Really got more low pressure in the Atlantic, another area of low pressure there to the south of Greenland, and that's going to be with us on Friday. That area of low pressure will be with us on Friday, particularly affecting more northern western parts of the country. You can see that overall we are a little bit on the cool side of a jet stream as well. Jet stream going to be going through there somewhere. So cool and showery, really under a trough of low pressure at the moment. Excuse me. That's how the UK Met is looking for Saturday. So, excuse me, again, low pressure is close to the country on Saturday. It will bring showers, longer spells of rain up in the north. Down in the south, we're not all that far away from a ridge from the Azores, so any rain is probably going to be quite light and patchy. And we will bring in some warmer air, more humid air from the southwest as well over the weekend. The more southern parts of the country, this little ridge. Further north, it will be an unsettled and quite cool weekend up there. Early next week, we turn wind into the northwest, so it turns cooler. But at the same time, we begin to bring the ridge in from the Atlantic. So things will dry out through the early part of next week, but temperatures will take a little bit of a drop. That's how the GFS is looking for Saturday. Again, quite unsettled up in the north. Driest weather will be down in the south over the weekend. I think warmest weather in the south too. But quite a wet weekend possibly in the north. Early next week, turn wind into the northwest, so temperatures will cool for all of us, but it will start to turn drier. And then in comes the ridge from the southwest through the early part of next week to the middle of next week. So that brings drier weather back to England and Wales. Temperatures probably returning to low 20s Celsius. Up in the north, still a little bit on the unsettled side. Second half next week, again, some ridging to the south and to the east of the coast. So trying to settle down for the second half next week, but never quite able to do so. Low pressure continues to bring unsettled conditions up into the northwest. So probably a north-south split setting up next week, with northern areas quite unsettled, southern areas having more settled weather, but not completely dry. Warmest weather will be in the south, coolest weather will be in the north. Up to day 10. Again, this duel goes on. We keep trying to bring up this ridge from the southwest, but never quite able to get a foothold as low pressure continues to roll in to the top, keeping unsettled conditions to the north, driest weather in the south. In the more extended range, it basically continues, although maybe a transition towards the middle part of July to something a little bit higher with the pressure, perhaps a little bit warmer and drier generally for the whole country. country by mid-month. We'll see about that. GM, again, same idea for the north on Saturday. Unsettled, spells of rain, driest weather will be down in the south. Warmest temperatures in the south too. Sunday, again, quite warm in the south and pretty dry, showery up in the north. Early next week, again, we have that northwesterly on Monday for a ridge starts to try and build in anyway. On Tuesday, bring us a drier day, but then the next low pressure just rolls in, takes us back to unsettled conditions, especially in the north and the west. And then moving up towards day 10, again, perhaps just trying to transition a little bit more towards higher pressure by day 10. But even then, probably quite cool. And for the north, could still be pretty showering. And then the ECMWF is looking like that. So mainly dry in the south on Saturday. Up in the north, though, looks quite unsettled. Relatively warm weekend coming up for the south. Cooler and always more unsettled further north. Early next week, there's that northwesterly pushing across the country, and then sort of raising the heights in the south, drier through Tuesday and Wednesday for more southern parts of the country, unsettled though, continuing up in the north. Up towards day 10, so this is Friday 10th of July. Then again, a little bit of a ridge is trying to get going, trying to return us to dry and warmer weather. But the next though is out to west of Ireland, and that comes moving in as we go through to Saturday the 11th. So always we're going to try and bring up these ridges from the southwest. Going to keep trying to settle down, but never quite able to do so. Nevertheless, it will bring some drier days to more southern parts of the country and some warmer days at times as well. But in the north, always looking quite cool and showery, really, for the next 10 days. This is the precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from meteo.com. So we've got showers around for today, and some of them might turn heavy and thundery this afternoon. A band of more persistent rain gets going through the central swathe of the country tonight, and then heavy showers moving southwards across central and east areas of England tomorrow. Friday, wet and windy in the north and west, the south and the southeast, getting drier weather there, but pretty wet and windy at times up in the northwest on Friday into the weekend. Saturday looking a bit showery, particularly more northern western parts of the country. Sunday could be a little bit drier for more southern and east areas, always showery up in the north. Early next week we go into a drier phase for a couple of days, and then the rain comes back into the north. And moving up towards day 10, generally the rain is to more northwestern areas, quite a bit of dry weather in the south and in the southeast too. This is the option that's on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, which gets us to the 11th of July via the Icelandic Met. I have 51 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure up towards Scandinavia, high pressure out to our west, leaves us light pulling in a northwesterly flow, a little bit on the cool and showery side at day 10. With that one, in 2 weeks' time, this is the option that we've got. Again, 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles for the 16th of July going for this one, with above average heights continuing to be out to the west, so winds are still coming in from the northwest. Anytime we have high pressure to our west, it's going to place us on the cool side of the ridge. We'll be bringing in the wind around that high pressure from a northwesterly or even northerly direction, so temperatures will be suppressed. Probably not that unsettled. The Atlantic is blocked off, although of course with this sort of pattern you can bring little short wave spoiler low type features in from the northwest. But I think the main emphasis is probably to drier conditions for the middle of July, but temperatures rather on the cool side. Finally, the CFSV2, so these are 500 millibars heights broken down into week periods. The first week period will take us from today, 1st of July to the 7th. The coming week has low pressure to the north, higher pressure trying to build to the southwest, winds in from the west, rather showery and a little bit on the cool side as well. Week 2 is the 8th to the 14th of July, above average heights to our southwest and up to the north. So you're probably still a little bit on the showery and cool side, really, for this second week of July. Although for the south and southwest, it's trying to settle down. Big change for week 3. This is the 15th to the 21st of July. Then a large area of above average heights gets going. High pressure centres itself over the top of the UK. Low pressure gets pushed northwards, suggesting a much drier and potentially hotter spell of weather setting up for the 3rd week of July. And then hot and dry weather probably goes on into week 4, which is the 22nd, 28th of July. Again, above average height centering over and to the east of the country. Low pressure is up to the north. Summer's back in business big time for the second half of July. With the CFSV2 there, how seriously do we take it though? Because I think it has pushed that transition to high pressure back a little bit from what it showed yesterday and the day before, because now week 2 does look a little bit cooler, a little bit more unsettled. But nevertheless, the CFS wants to go for a big return of summer in the second half of July. We shall see about that. Finally, just to say, please can you all like the videos, click like and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends. We are poised. We're on the cusp of 7K, and we're going to get there very, very shortly now, I think. So it could be any time, really, from now on that we hit 7K subscribers. So yes, we're virtually there, not quite, but we're almost there. We're on the cusp of it. Could happen today, might be tomorrow, but I don't think we're going to have to wait too much longer. It might even happen in our live stream from 6 o'clock. That would be great if we hit 7K during the live stream. But thank you so much, everybody, for subscribing and for liking and for sharing the videos, for telling your friends and so on. What we have done, what you've done and what we've done together for GavsWeatherVids has been absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to have a 10 to 14 day video update, so come back for that. Then we've got our live stream from 6 o'clock. Terry Scully's July forecast is going to be released at GavsWeatherVids.com after the live stream later on this season. So a busy old day at GavsWeatherVids. I hope you're enjoying it all, and we'll see you later for the live stream from 6 o'clock. That's all for now, though, and thanks for watching.